coming through from the Vi. You can pop the charm, but I can understand the Poppy in the same boat, but it just doesn't give you that go-in tool. So it feels
one
like
territory, and this is the matchup we didn't get in playoffs whatsoever. So first seed versus third here to move on to 2-0.
I think he just needs to try and zone Zuka off from joining this, though, as 80 carries contest mid push, but Elk moving over.
Oh, flash on. He goes in and with a Magnet Storm draws them in. A flash gets interrupted as he arrows the counterpunch, but for LNG, Hung is too low to re-engage. Zik is trying to burn down Bin, and he's just getting zoned off as well, but gets a flip back and now tries to out teamfight with the Paranoia in. BLG group on up, and they see enough. They dive onto this jungler as it's trade for trade, but BLG in the middle of the pit getting hit by scouters. Way gets over on the backside, but LNG have numbers advantage again. Bin's trying to carry the rest, and he does eventually with Elk getting the fourth shot, but now BLG bring in Knight. He wasn't in the fight, and that was a different. Shockwave brings on in, holds Scout, saves Way, and he picks up the kill. Knight chases down with the rest of LNG, already falling so close. Gala tries to be that team fight 80 carry.
BLG, and as long as they don't give opportunities for LNG to play off of like picks from Gala with Wei,
oh, that's a pick. They give opportunity. Hung's trying to save the play, but instead Zika's already dead. Under turret, it will end up being a trade, but it's only support for supporters. Elk now sits down, waiting for that shot to come through, and onto Hung. It's being tanked up by Knight, who walked on in. Wei wants to slow here with the stride breaker, but it's not enough. Elk just walks out in smooth fashion, and BLG open up the turret and open up the advantage. Hung is trying to add some pressure of his own onto the red buff. Wei is sure behind him. He takes the Paranoia. The Ash Arrow doesn't connect though, so he's bought time. Wei has to ulti in the end, but Wei takes him down. The Shockwave looking for a trade, finds it easily, and Wei's now in trouble. The Curtain Call tries to slip the gap, but with a Hung ulti lying down, or rather on, Carla's in so much trouble. He gets ulted by Bin on the back end, and LNG have to run for their lives. BLG turn a fight again. Have to, Dagda, but they're like, maybe we do. We have to fight over everything. What region is this?
I mean, LNG are not the team that usually goes for this, but...
Arrow, blocked by On. Here we go, the engage, but it's taken by Elk in the end. The re-engage comes through from On as he jumps into the back line, but isolated is Hung. He has to flash away, but Scout brings them together to clap. LNG are taking the fight, and BLG don't know what just hit them. Scout is this team. Scout is LNG, and without... After the sealing of fate from Scout, Zika cleans it up. Paranoia used again. BLG getting engaged on, and it's onto Elk. He's a backline condition, but Wei has gone too deep before Zika can get there. But Elk, he's still going to get traded. Again, he's burning them down. We just highlighted the man, and he's taken BLG all out. They're trying to deal with him, but he's still so healthy. There's no damage left, and Scout will deal with another fate sealed. And LNG's team fights are looking blissful. On gets out. Bin only by the hair of his chinny chin, but Hung has got a date with another support. It looks cute. It looks great. On the other side, of course, Elk was always ahead. Remember, 1,800, 1,900 gold throughout this early game as Hung is moving into danger. He gets engaged on it. It's a nice Magnet Storm set up as well with the cease and desist. He tries to turn it. Everything used on the support now means danger for BLG. Into the back line, Wei has just run on in. The Shockwave to get him in the back, but Scout already disengages. Bin had to ulti to get out of there. LNG have
meant that BLG overcommitted into the area, and now they're on towards the barn. Wei half health. Scout spots him.
He's got no flash, he's got no ulti. As you said, Scout just says, cease and deliver. Takes a free kill, and LNG versus Scout, we knew it'd be a doozy. I just didn't know how much on Scout's side after Knight was bullying him in the early game. So again, it's a pleasure to open up with this on Worlds as LNG still being the favorites here. Now with the gold leader, found themselves a free support, and Wei flew in with the Paranoia. It's a 2-quick kill. Bin though separates, which is great, but Wei flashes up, builds a bit of space while the rest of LNG try to find the back pieces, but Elk zones himself out from Scout, almost dies in the end, and Bin, even though he looked for the chase, dies as well. Zika flashes on top of Knight, and the underdogs of the LPL are taking it to the tournament.
Gala now the engage.
At least for Scout, this is last hope's part for BLG to find a pick, but they've done no damage on Scout. Instead, he turns it as Wei flies in again. Free farming, Scout does it again! Sealing the fate of the first seed of the LPL.
It feels like there's nothing left.
How do you defend? He's got nothing in the tank, and BLG might have good early game or good early lanes, but LNG read their game, read their minds. The third seed of the LPL take them down, move to 2-0. When we say Scout is LNG, we bloody mean it.
And what a pleasure it is to have him here in Berlin.
That's for sure. And honestly, again,
great.
I'm really happy that Scout is here, because honestly, this is when you see what this player is capable of.
I think they have less pressure on a side lane with the Rumble, still fine to like clear out waves, but definitely more focused towards those big team fights with the Rumble ultimates and so much more, like very slow, very methodical, and crucially never taking the like
2v2 and 1v1 respectively.
Engagement hands, nice damage onto Jackie Love.
Good crash down.
Was in the middle of his reload, so wasn't able to get a ton of damage back. Now Canyon is in the area, but I think this is more to spot out where TN is as his wave starts to push out.
You know, while we're having that discussion about bot laners as well, as I see a gank coming through from Canyon, but TN is going to spot this out first, or at least be here to save the day. There's the Zenith Blade for the engager. Flash over the wall, they come in, all in on Mako, but the Bramble Smash separates, tears, but the Permafrost is better. A 1-for-1. Lahan's now in trouble. Permafrost is the flash away as a response. In a 2v2, Pace wants to take it up, but you've got no mana. Nothing else happens while under turret 369, looking for a solo kill! You crazy, crazy man! He has to flash away. At least he has TP to get back top. First, and Canyon starts it off. He's going to take one with ease. The next is a question.
Etienne starting to move in. Cream here.
Look at the angle from Lahan's. He gets the engage onto the jungler as the Fate Sealed is a good one as well. Chovy gets clean, but he goes back in as now Cream has to fight fire with fire, but Mako can't do anything. Culling comes through and Chovy just takes it down as easy as that. Clean from the mid laner of Genji. Well, Cream just relentless pursued back on in. Fog of War, he gets punished. A double over to Chovy, and that is a player I do lost his flash before. Tien snuck in here. Low health bar, but he's got the ulti available. Meganar is coming in.
I think Keen's reading this. Oh no.
Oh, he's not. He jumps in. Dagda, as you were saying, it's the opposite. Permafrost at melee range. It's going to come on in as Canyon tries to save the play, but he can't. But does he have enough damage with Bramble Smash? I think close to. 369 is ticking away the scrap shield. Saves him for a time being. Tien looking for the Permafrost. Bramble smashes Canyon. It's on an edge, on a mile. He's in the rocks, but now gets burned down anyway. The Grand Canyon is being filled in by 369.
Accelerates him so effectively towards things like the Vamp Scepter, where now it becomes a big threat, but a play on bot side again here.
Again, Tien is just bullying Keen. His flash is still not up and available. The flash to match, he already hopped out. Permafrost, Electro Harpoon, he's dead again. 369 gets another kill, and you know...
Nice job from Lahan's.
They're faking it.
Now, can they get Chovy though? That's the person you need to lock down here.
Tien waits over the side. It's Lahan's who face check. As you said, Chovy needs to be the target. 369's walking up instead of teleporting. Page is on the top side of the wave. This is going to be an all-out brawl just for grubs. Smite comes down. It's Canyon to get it. 4 grubs. Okay, Genji, do you want some more? One goes to top esports as Canyon runs on in, but he already got what he wanted. The setup from Mako with the pull in. Thank you, Kinematics. Gives top esports a kill.
Whereas nothing's there for Genji, so they could have tried to contest, but it's gone already. Genji are just rushing this.
Teleport also committed as well, so you know Chovy's here before anyone from Top Esports shows face. Nature's Grasp in the late contest. TP as well from the top. I mean, Top Esports don't have their 80 carry in position. Chuckylove's zoned out by Keen, while the rest of Genji take the fight in the middle of the pick. Mako's zoned out, taken out first. TES are trying to brawl with the Brawl Stars. Chovy gets a double already, and even though Chuckylove gets his ulti, he's getting whittled away by the Gnar. Flash matches as well. 369 bullies and gets something back as Cream tries to outplay. He's got a health bar. He's got Lahan's in his sights. He's got 369. Wait! No way to Top Esports. Get something out of nothing! What the hell? Split the difference here. Play the macro game as they're going to lose mid, but for Jackie stepping up, he might hold on my phrase. He's being targeted out and an easy kill. Donated over to Pays.
Genji are always trying to make these counter punches every time you make a play. Lahan's caught by Tien though.
Still caught, and Permafrost is an easy taking down tool. Locked in place, and 369 damage is unbeatable this game.
They get the tower and trade for that dragon.
Chovy in an angle as well. Chovy in a great angle. He's going to take it onto Jackie Love. Caught out. Solar Flare. They're taking the 80 carry to town. He flushes out, but Chovy is still matching, but they can't kill him. He goes in the backline. That's Plays. He snipes. He assassinates. The equalizer doesn't even hit as Canyon is the new target. Front to back now with the culling. They run forward, but no one's dying yet. Genji are in so many different angles, so many different movements. They're hitting him from all sides. It's a sandwich, but I think for TES, it's a rotten one. A double turns into a triple, turns into a finisher, and Genji with the playing on the edge of so many different possibilities. They keep their team alive. but I'm an LCK lover in this game. And this is Gen G putting on a bit of a show here as Tien is now caught between the turret and he's taking damage. He's poked out, but it enables Gen G to find themselves a bit of a turret, a bit of a free kill as well, as Tien ends up dropping. Lehen's found another great pick, and now TS find themselves in trouble.
Top Esports don't have a leg to stand on. It's been chopped away by Chovy. It's been hacked at by Pays, and this team of Gen G.
They're now moving up top with their Baron. They've already picked up 4,000 gold to thrust themselves into the lead. 7,000. The difference between them right now is Gen G use Keen to pull in the wave.
But you got TP from Jovian towards mid just to push in that wave to draw Top Esports, but they look for Keen.
They're looking for Keen. They find the pieces, they pick apart Tien into the Glacial Prison, but Keen hops away. He's still not dead, and now into a corner. Gen G are tearing him limb from limb. TES haven't even got the thrust of Chovy. Oh, it's church time. He may miss those, so I think we're going to go another Sunday while he roots himself into a corner. He gets autoed to death. Gen G, wait. I knew I was an atheist. As they run back, they're trying to block every shot, but Keen is burning down and hit by the sniper of Jackie Love.
They're just going to end up walking in blind, so Lehen's spotted on a ward. Doesn't realize it, though.
So 369 runs towards him. Now he's behind enemy lines. Gen G are like, look, what do we do? Do we find the fight? Do we find the Baron? And Chovy is trying to help out, but Lehen's already flashed away. He wants to build space, get back towards his team while Chovy zones out Jackie Love, but getting burnt to a crisp is 369 on top of Lehen's. He's overheated, though, but now with a new flame spitter out in the culling, he's dead. But Canyon's ulti, is it good enough? The question with the Equalizer thrown into the mix is Deadly Flourish does nothing. Mako tag.
Keen has hit Mega again, so they need to find that window now on Top Esports.
Cream's culling is going to be up and available. Tien, though, it's found out, packing up against the wall. The Fate Sealed, beautiful. Gen G back into control, into the back line. They've gotten a double, a quick kill, and access as Cream cullings against the side. He's open season for Gen G as Chovy, Keen walk into Jackie Love, and a nice cat from Canyon to seal another deal. It looked a bit sloppy, but Gen G still. Gen G is spreading them thin, and TES just need to fight and fight in front of their Nexus turrets as what they've got left as Gen G have now opened up double inhibitor.
Yeah, there's the ultimate from Canyon, though. They want to end this now.
Maokai sends it in as Solar Flare also zones out TES. One Nexus turret taken down with ease. TES need the last stand and begins with the culling with the Glacial Prison with everyone jumping in. The Equalizer good, but Mako only gets one man. Even with a good Magnet Storm, it's still not enough. Gen G in a 4 versus 4 as TES are running forward. Now deal with 369, who thought he had it, but Gen G are believers in themselves. That's all that matters here. 3 people left alive. They're low on health band.
They're so low, but Gen G, Keen's going to reset and TP in on this wave. They need to try and find a way to stop this. Jackie Love's alone!
Tagged and he gets ulted immediately. Pays is too strong. Chovy's here to support as well. Cream sitting from the fountain, but Keen is now rocked up as Gen G will remain undefeated in another cinema game here at Worlds.
Around the entire atmosphere in terms of the happiness they sometimes felt into the immediate downfall afterwards. It was very funny to watch, and yeah, what a great game to witness.
Yeah.
One of the things I love about watching
Options that are melee that'll sync. I love the call out there. Sync well with Peanut.
Yeah, the Alistair counter to the Rel because she can't really go for the crash down, makes things a little bit easier. Braum,
good
the opposite side. Okay, yeah. The only it's always I could look at like Sejuani Braum like incredibly strong. The LEC and get through the first seed from the LCK.
Oh.
And you see a lot of green colored summoner spells.
Solo kills. The guy's been pummeling out the stats, but now he's in a bit of trouble and he's going to get stunned down. Zeka calls in Mum. He flashes away. He gets out of the range. It's a nice shield, but Caps gets away using his flash.
It's picking talents.
Oh, he does.
When he picked out Faker, then he kind of comes across the rare item. He's like, no, I want to bring Zeka across, so he becomes this new big mid laner, becomes a world champion, and now
ulti. Caps caught out. He can't get out in time. Easy first blood. Clean gank from Pete. Doesn't pull the trigger. A lot of damage, in fact, as Yike gets the ramped up turret damage. Zeka's safe.
And he doesn't burn anything, crucially, either. So when you look towards an upcoming fight at potential Void Grubs, nothing there. Peanut.
Sends the ulti. Yike! The prediction, indeed. The arrow almost connecting, but Zeka's here to take the kill. It did a 2-0 Smolder start, 1k the lead, and Yike caught out after trying to find something towards mid. Peanut's now walking down G2. It's all falling apart. They've overcommitted in the bot side, and with concussive blows, they've got nowhere to go. Han Summer first, Viper kiting back, but Mickey is about to be clapped.
G2 just don't respect where Peanut is on the map.
There's a ward down. Doran, he's trying to commit. Mickey needs it. He finds it with a shattering strike. Autos him down. Takes turret shots. Excuse me. The swell seed against the turret. But G2 still haven't found the kill. They just need to find the kill. Dagna is pointing to the screen. He's like, hysteric. Look at what's happening. Bottom meanwhile.
Yeah, they're going to look for the counterplay as well.
They finally get it. They finally get it. Kill the man. Just kill him. Okay.
Yeah, but you can see how difficult it is to then outrange him, thanks to the approach velocity as well and the runes. And now Hansama.
He stepped up.
Cleanse used.
He does indeed. Mickey looks for the re-engage, but he misses. Mickey's now in no man's land. He's dead. Classic Mickey, I'll say, but
Doran has TP to join, so in the grand scheme of things, it's still a numbers advantage for Hanwha.
But Doran goes the all-in versus Caps. They're going to use TP and try to get numbers advantage. Caps is already getting bullied out, though, and with Trinity Force, Doran flashes away because he knows he can take the extended fight, but with Broken Blade, things get difficult. He hops over, he buys time, he teleports away. The arrow saves the play. Mickey looks for an engage, but he's already out. Doran.
But they are just outclassing G2 so often here.
Fate sealed from Caps, only hits the support. That ain't it. Takes a turret shot for his worth as well. The Broken Blade tries to dart around the turret, but concussive blows are there. Well, Zeka's taking bot side turret. Now we get the Lilia lilting lullaby, but great ult from Delight. Look how much time it buys. And Doran's just set back closer towards his base. That's a kill, but now Viper's engaged with no damage in the back either. So while G2 continuously force on the top side and get the turret, they get a kill, but look at
Zeka with the counter pick on towards the Smolder means he gets shoved. Ash pick for Viper. These are all great.
Ulti a little bit early. Fate sealed out. Mum as well used. Peanut tried to get the participation award, but as Rel brings them back in, Mickey's done a bit of damage. Peanut still not hit away. He has to flash though, but hang on. G2 are throwing everything into the wayside, and it might stick. They get the support. They then get Peanut. They punish Alive, trying to dive top, and now Dagda.
G2, have they found their moment?
No way from a pick. Alive, they're the ones who wanted to find the opening in this game towards Baron. It's a good shattering strike. It's a good Baron. It's a good keeper's verdict, and G2 have blown it apart. Viper's about to be in execution range. Snap back. The red buff saves him, but G2 just picked up. Doing exactly
Caps
that.
Is here though. All 5 members of G2 on this mid tower.
They didn't see him coming in, but under turret they're going to look for the siege. Instead, Broken Blades want to be turned on. Zeka's damage is immense under the turret. They're sieging down, but G2 have to leave and give up their ground. HLE looking for the engage. Doran comes in, but he misses. Swellsy lilts into a lilting lullaby, but Zeka gets a kill on Mickey. Their snap engage is gone. Pinch, Hummer Life are now escaping it though. It's Peanut in the center fold in the river, but they get the engage. It's Broken Blade who gets the flash out. Good engage from Mickey as well. The setup is huge. Caps knocks him down. They get one pick onto the jungle, but look at Viper stepping up to Mickey. He autos him to the ground. Hans just has to fight it out. It's a trade. It's messy, but I love it. We look at Baron has started. You know what that means.
But no TP on Caps.
Arrow, Broken Blade, it hits Mickey, frontlining for an engage, shattering strike, he gets out, Mum called in a little bit early, Hansama zoned down, Peanut's ult not hitting, Broken Blades does, Caps, a 2-man knock-in is good for G2, Broken Blade breaks it down, it's a big pick, Viper's dead, Delight's dead, and G2 have risen, now Drowsy, asleep, bedtime for Peanut, G2 with a team fight over LCK's number 1!
Hanwha, Viper, they get their second Baron of the game, but do you know what, Asterix? It's not over! Wave hits the tower. Doran matching Caps, but I don't think he can match him in the 1v1.
Well, Doran jumps back in. Caps has good damage. Oh, wait, Doran jump back in. He's going to get the counter strike with the Fate Seal. It's a 2-man. Caps jumps in. He's still alive. Going golden is Doran. He has to run.
Tell me what year is this, Asterix? Because this is feeling like 2019 with the way Caps is performing. As now to go for the tower.
Keep his verdict away. EU again getting even closer. Running under this turret is a good mark as HLE looks to defend again, but Broken Blade has gone too far. He has to get out. Cooking a bit too much. The splash on the Hansama hurts like hell. There's a health bar advantage as Caps comes into the back line, but popped away from Doran from the counter strike. Arrow flying out as well. Mickey blocks it, but the engage is going to get popped.
Doesn't have the support. G2 just going to shove in mid instead. They're trying to contest on towards that Baron too.
He's worried about Caps, but Caps is just going to get some time with the turret. Baron is going to go down. Yike!
Steals
it for Europe's hopes. He's done it!
And that's Puts the inhibitor down as well. They're looking for the play.
The face shield, it misses the arrow, misses. Doran's gonna die. He goes golden, which is buying time, but Mickey's tanking up. He's fine. Teleport in, jump away. Doran's still surviving another day as Zeka rolls on in. Maybe for G2, it's not a good play anymore. Mum forces the flash, but Caps is dead.
Back on towards the bot side, has the TP. There is one ward for him, but I think it's gone.
G2 for the first time in this game going to lose the Baron. TP, wait, they're going to commit for the play. Caps is looking for the end. Humwa need to back away, but they've got the Baron enhanced recalls, and G2 can't converge quick enough, but the bases are still stopped. Caps is going to get the inhibitor. Humwa Life don't feel safe to back just yet. Doran's going to TP to the Nexus turret. That will save the base.
But can they TP Caps in? They want to try and take the 5v5.
Drowsy, it's a one-man onto Peen, and Huntama trying to move into position. Bobbed away, numbers advantage, change corruption. Mickey's is there as Caps is taking the 1v1, but Doran is killing him dead. Humwa Life are winning the fight on the top and on the bottom. This Jack's unkillable, and Caps only just surviving, while G2's plan has gone kaput.
Caps is trying to run away. The TP now. Peanut has the flash if he can just get the bop.
Run,
but Caps
rabbit,
needs the flash. It flashes! But I don't think it's enough. Onwar still chasing him down. The ult to get away. But Zeka
gets it.
Tried every trick in the book, but with Yike, the last man standing against the LCK first seed. It's just a wave that is going to wash over the base of G2.
And our longest game now at Worlds for 2024 is Humwa Life versus G2 as they move to 2-0.
Blade and Hans to step up a little bit early on, and I think they did in terms of gold income, but then when G2 also made the mistake in bot lane and lost that 2v2, it felt like they lost one of the last areas of the map that they could actually play around. And by all means, that probably should
as well. They can go safely or well into the Renekton.
I think Nar's fine, yeah,
okay.
So Bree's going to be able to get push in that top side, and we could potentially make a move in.
Cool.
For JJ coming across, but it's still 3v2.
Okay. This fish ready to throw an Acro Prison, I believe. Tarzan's just taking autos for the time being. Using the range is good with Airy, but Smite comes down. Again, Tarzan just looking for the small Raptors. It's Chaos already. Chaos Incarnate is like Chris. Now have to go away. Tarzan flashed out and abandoned them. Chris is in trouble. Render slowed down. They're coming back in as Tarzan's like, okay, let's go round number 2. Good shielding from Chris. TL, if you chase this up, it could be bad with Xiaohu. Laning stats, good laning so far, but Umti's coming in to interrupt that. Upper is low, but he has a mana bar. Xiaohu with nothing to spare, and even though he's used the cookie up, he tries to get onto APA, and Umti just stops him in play. Permafrost is there, and First Blood goes over to TL. Meanwhile, on the backside, or bottom rather, Weibo are getting flashes, but maybe kills. Yon away, it's a flash Rend! The wave pushing in is bad news bears for Yon though, Dagda. He's coming in slow as I think bad news bears should be topside. Story time has ended again, because Breathe has closed the book on this matchup.
Impact was the best top laner in the LCS this year, but Breathe
will get a little bit of a boost as well as APA going to get shockwaved on the spot. Tarzan's now running in, and he's caught up against the wall as he gets thrown a rock. Tarzan takes it. But Crisp is here on a ward. They might turn this into a play if they can get a scatter the week, and Crisp now with nowhere to go, in with the ulti up. Aqua Prison perfect, and APA positioning. The strong member of the team is walking in. It's a double TP as now the scanner engage is halted by Umti. Good Glacial Prison as his damage being absorbed, but Tarzan takes a tidal wave while Xiaohu on the back end is dealing with APA. A great ulti from Crisp. He makes him go berserk. Light sends him in, and Crisp tries the Q flash. He gets orbed, decepted, bailed out, but he's dead. Dragon goes over to Weibo, and I cannot believe Chris just goes, yep, I'll try and 1v3, and now Xiaohu doing the same. He has to flash away, get out of there while this Renekton is dealing with the whole backline of Weibo. Impact strong enough, I eat my words. TL running them down.
All in a difficult spot to do so right now because that contest is coming through, but Umti looks mid.
APA spots out, a good pick onto Chris, he's dead again. 3 kills. Or deaths rather onto Crisp is big as now the teleport. TL can feel a good scout of the week. The Herald goes down, but Weibo in trouble again. A tidal wave buffered by Tarzan, running for his life as Impact chases the backline. Umti's there as well. Permafrost is perfect. Weibo are in so much doo-doo. Now with TL chasing under turret, they're going to find 1, 2, almost 3. Breathe survives only by a hair's breadth as Umti takes another charge. Xiao gets some good damage at range, but he's in trouble too. Impact tanks up. APA targeting. Scatter the week doesn't work. Breeze survives for a bit, but Xiaohu's got nowhere to go. Impact dies in the end, but TL desperate here because after yesterday's almost win, after coming so close against Gen G, if they lose this game, to TL. They're in so much trouble. Back to back to back as Yon has to flash away, and it's set with a backup from Tarzan. He wish he could go back as Breeze's TP is too late. Hostile takeover there from Chris. 3-man shockwave. Weibo found the dream fight. Bailed out as Breeze is separated. APA scat of the week as the triple is there. I'm looking at a Syndra, looking to pad the stats. Breeze getting hit. He's slowed down, but he's still alive at full HP. His impact is a real threat. Boomerang thrown out. APA has arrived, and he's fighting. Now TL. They're putting Weibo on the back end. Breeze is going to get ganked here by a 3-man. He hops over. Impact is tanking up Tara Dagger. He's about to go Mega Nut. Wait, TL, are they going too far? No! Unleashing hell! Weibo, they do the same thing 5 times in a row. Is this TP flank? Is it going to be found? Yes. Is it going to be punished? I don't know. Xiaohu is going to be engaged on, and the answer is no! Running into this mid lane of the Berserk's there. The Flash Shockwave is out as well. Chris goes on in, but he's knocked by a tidal wave. TL has separated away. Impale was garbage from Tarzan.
Had that impact. Impact has had more of an impact.
You are a funny man. Well, Impact gets the stun, and Breathe stops him breathing. See, I can be funny too, but APA walking in stops this joke in its thresholders. Looks for scat of the week. Breathe buys space. Look at what Weibo doing. They're pinging on
Breathe. Does he get the execute though?
Maybe he does. At the very least, he's kept the wave.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
He backed away, and the kill goes over. Weibo.
Tarzan has to get out of here. There's the TP, but TL are collapsing.
They're like, we're turning. Impact flashes away, but he's up and now against the wall. He's going to be queued back as ulti throws the ulti. Tidal wave is good as well. Hits everyone, but a bailout and a takeover. It's a Weibo fight all of a sudden. Set up by Chris, knocked down by Tarzan, hit away by Light. TL are in their own side of the jungle, and Breeze
spotted by APA.
Tarzan's back in that same position, right behind Baron where he was before, and Weibo double, triple, quadruple down, and Xiaohu almost gets hit into the ground, but Breeze flashes on. APA almost had it, unleashes nothing, and Impale in the back as Tarzan finds the enemy jungler, and Weibo are using their hands again. No heads, only hearts. A team fight from hell for Team Liquid.
The only thing that TL have shown,
oh my god,
well, is a bit of frustration. They thought maybe they could make it happen with the collapse, but Crisp's hostile takeovers have been into that combo. It is lights out, and it may be lights out for the base as Weibo go for the siege.
They're engaged. Their front line has 4k HP. Tarzan is not getting hurt like he used to. A Glacial Prison sent awry. Nothing happens as the Fate's Call sent in. Chris does it again. He gets a pullback, a good tidal wave, but we're taking over. Only onto one in the backside. It zones off while the inhibitor goes down, and Weibo have broken. He's got a GA as well. He can be so much more aggressive. Teleport going to be started off. TL are putting it all on the line, so they don't have to start 0-2 in the Swiss stage. Breathe is zoning out, no Mega Nah, but onto the Baron, they look for the turn light, sets up for the Fate's Call, he flashes him to die! He's exploded, Breathe gets an ulti though, a stun, a shockwave, they got the pick, TL opened up, but they're losing members, they're dropping heads, and Breathe is breaking in his hearts again. We look towards his top laner with Asterix Gage, with range on Tarzan. He sends Umti away. Impact close to dying. The GA will give him time, but the team has left him, and TL still are going to drop 2 like flies. Impact's dead.
Dragon in 20 seconds though, so Weibo will still need to try and contest this because Yon will be back out on the map. And look at where APA is.
Yon gets poked out. He's frontlining for the time being. Tarzan at an angle. APA is trying to plan himself onto Breathe. A good scat of the week. They send the ulti, but he hops over. He runs in. He ultis. You thought you could take him down. You lost your oxygen before you hit the damn ground. TL are in the pit. Impact tries to take the fight, but his GA was lost in the other. Weibo with a team fight. If you want to fight the LPL in a bloodbath, you're on their home ground.
But TL, they want to defend the base. Umti's trying to cut the wave. Xiaohu might find him.
But there's so much damage on this mid laner, and with Breathe in the mix as well, he'll do nothing of the sort.
Enough. The structures are falling, and it's Weibo coming out on top.
I mean, this is the 4th seed of the LPL, but their resilience cannot be understated here. Weibo fight and fight and fight and fight again to find their first win of the Swiss stage and knock North America down.
Back at kind of the story of this game, back and forth.
That's a rocky one.
Most certainly, for both sides. And again, I think LPL fans and LCS fans alike are walking away from this one going,
look for the swap to try and avoid those early levels. They're hovering the Seraphine.
Nico instead, Fate's Call plus the Pop Blossom, such a powerful combination. You yeet the Nico in,
And then she knocks everyone up, especially with relatively low mobility. Renato and Draven, easy enough to catch out. Rumble as well. When we were in the plains and it was R7, the LLA representatives against away these Krugs. Starts up on the red. Gumayushi falling low, 210 HP on him. Chitan pops the barrier!
That is the first blood for Chitan! ckeryoka is going to be a little bit behind in terms of his early clear. Now they're threatening a mid lane dive, but Kuri is here to cover.
Puts the Shape Splitter back behind him. Vault Breaker coming out. Ona looks for the flash, catches Jinkedo.
Set up better vision around this top side river. TP is now invested bot side.
But Zeus using a TP, whereas Weiser has not. So if a fight does begin around the grubs as Faker falls low, Ignite ticking on him. Kuri still looking! And Kuri gets it. Faker falls. Taking it back through his jungle. Faker going in. Has the fate sealed, if he wants it. Jumps in with a Q3. Jinkedo goes back forward and immediately Ona was waiting.
ckeryoka hovering around top.
And Guma and Carrier might stay for one more plate here. You can see it's about to tick down. ckeryoka goes in and immediately they dive on Carrier. Hostile takeover comes out, but Carrier will tick and there's no way to bring him back from the dead. Zeus coming across. ckeryoka has nothing left to escape and Zeus will hit him in the back.
So you kind of look at the good news here for Pain, but Weiser now, oh, he's getting dived.
I mean, Zeus, Gumayushi taking a tower shot here as well. Ona's on his way. How well can you juggle the aggro? How are your acrobatics? Weiser doesn't have the axe and Ona has a fist, but Weiser almost manages to get one back. Ona tanks it well.
Zeus that needs to be careful. The threat of the dive is very real. He knows that the
equalizer
kind of being started, but
Pop Blossom. There's the equalizer onto Chitan. Kirby pulled back with a Fate's Call. Zeus doesn't have to burn the flash. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, a TP coming in from Pain Gaming as they try to get Weiser out of this situation. Faker dashing back in with a soul and bound, and his fate is sealed. Faker gonna jump all the way back. Jinkedo trying to dodge here in the Twilight Shroud, but even with the perfect execution, I don't know if he'll be alive for much longer. Faker holding that Q3, lands it in the end. Jinkedo falls.
Dragon gonna be started up. TP flank coming in.
It's on a control ward, so Pain Gaming will know it's happening if they're scouting that portion of the map. Curry looking for the flank as well. Jinkedo not quite with the team yet. Zeus now joining up. There's the equalizer. Ona secures the smite. Hostile takeover. Ona hits onto Weiser, but he pops the Ragnarok. Chitan was clipped by it as well. Should be able to escape to the safety of this tower, but ckeryoka does not have that same luxury. Curry misses the Spirit Blossom up towards the top side as Faker dashes back to his soul, and underneath the bot tower, Chitan is caught out by T1. Just pulling Pain Gaming around the map. Zeus, though, Pop Blossom flash away. Glacial Prison still connects, and Zeus can put down the equalizer. Carrier flash. Hostile takeover hits onto two. Chitan's one of them. And goodbye, Pain. Crack through one of these inhib towers. Faker will dash back to his soul. Pain Gaming might look for a little bit of a chase here. Weiser going in, but 2 levels down. Hits another undertow. The heal coming out from Carrier. Doesn't have much mana left. Ragnarok. Faker left alone. Kuri still chasing forward here. Jinkedo trying to kill the king, and he should be able to take him down. Faker dashes back, but Jinkedo small, but not to 0, I believe, is the statistical call here. Jinkedo going in, though, and they found Zeus and Ona on the flank. Kuri's going to get hit with a hostile takeover already. Zeus is down. What more can Pain Gaming find? The chase is on as Ona has to dash away. Jinkedo's fallen as well. 2,500 on it, down to 2.5. ckeryoka trying to get in, but he's locked up, and Faker dives in onto him. The Baron is secured by T1. Fate sealed onto ckeryoka as well. Carrier flashing forward with a hostile takeover, matched by the equalizer. Jinkedo's TPing in, but I'm pretty sure he wants to run away from this fight. It's 2 already to T1. Make it 3 as Weiser falls. Jinkedo tries to get something, but he will join his teammates in the fountain. Allowing the minions to do the work here. Doesn't want to overstep in case Pain do start to collapse. TP behind, and that's what Weiser's looking to do. Zeus going to start to back away. Doesn't have the flash, though, and Jinkedo is on the chase. Equalizer down. Ona going in onto ckeryoka, but there's one for Pain Gaming.
Base is falling apart. 20 seconds until Zeus respawns. With so many minions sieging onto the base, T1 don't really have to do much outside of letting the minions do the work.
Weiser doesn't have Ragnarok here. He's going to Ragnarok his way into the Death Realm. Another kill for T1. Pop Blossom from Kuri was stopped by a handshake. And I think Pain Gaming are preparing themselves for the consolatory ones at the end here. The dive in by Ona onto Jinkedo. The Nexus Tower's falling, the hostile takeover coming out. And Pain Gaming can only watch from the fountain as T1 rip them apart. It was expected, but it was clinical from T1 as they go to 1-on-1.
A confident performance overall from T1. Ona with an incredible impact on his Vi. That's more like, those are more like Bwipo champions.
It's a very Bwipo champion. Is he going to be able to lock down the Yone in the top lane? It's locked in. Bwipo playing Darius in the top lane here. He's brought it out 3 times this year, I believe.
Do it immediately.
Yeah, we'll see how.
Meanwhile, the loser will move into the 1-1 bracket, where there's a bunch of strong...
D plus Kia might want one of their own, and that makes sense.
They?
They're going to try and force a Bwipo out of the jungle here. Moam going to follow up on that ward being placed. Bone plating procced on Bwipo. All the while Inspired is... I mean, he might as well. If you can get those hemorrhage stacks up, it's like 50 AD early doors. He's going in with the ghost. Going to get knocked up. Showmaker chasing him down. The Ignite's ticking. Bwipo flashes. And he'll survive. Burns both his summoners for the luxury.
I mean, he's heading top.
Yeah, but how is he going to get to the lane?
Yeah, I don't think he is mid.
Yep, nor do I. Oh, can he... can't steal it. Can't get in range.
Doesn't have Q, so he can't... I mean, he can steal a couple of them.
That's 14 gold a pop. Living large.
I mean,
but they can keep it frozen.
The wave spot, but...
Oh, flash in onto Quad, who still has a flash of his own. Does he have the time to get it off? Unleash power, stolen by Showmaker. King and Aiming should be able to at least get a play. Inspired and Busio on their way across. Bwipo able to walk away from this, then goes forward. He's looking for the apprehend, but he's met by 4 members of D plus Kia.
Over aiming, largely because of how they've managed the wave in the early laning phase, as you highlighted. Moham, though, sets his sights on mid once more. Quad still has the flash.
I have to invest it here. Busio's on his way away. Quad flashes out with Masu, and this is something D plus Kia did for the entirety of the split. Just funnel gold into aiming. Busio underneath the tower, caught with a shadowing strike. He's pretty tanky. The arrow coming down as well. Lucid's going to tank it. Moham needs to get out because he falls to the turret. D plus Kia will get one in response. Showmaker taking his 2nd kill of the game.
I mean, a 1-for-1 in that situation. Well played by Busio. Doesn't expend the flash either. Marcio has to be careful though with Showmaker. Low on mana. Oh, Lucid though with the wraparound, and there's no Inspired here to cover.
Lucid has the Vault Breaker. Showmaker chases in. The cleanse a moment too late. Aiming gets the kill. And D plus Kia continue to invest gold into him. Inspired is waiting for Lucid here. The bandage just short. Inspired on the Amumu. Can't find any friends to fight. He flashes, he gets him. The tantrum will bring very respectful of the fact he sees no one from DK, and then he steps up. The Bolt Breaker comes out, the arrow too hits the stun on the Showmaker, and Quad manages to escape.
Showmaker is 2-0-1, and they're going to try and dive him.
Seals the Amumu ultimate. Curse of the Sad Mummy, a possibility. Showmaker stunned for so long, he lands the curse, the hemorrhage. Noxian guillotine, hemorrhage is going to stack enough on Showmaker. He tries to get some life steal back, and he will expire at the last possible moment. And now D plus Kia on the attack. Bolt Breaker in, Quad locked up, no flash for him. The Magnet Storm will pull him back, and alongside him in the grave will fall Busio. 2 to DK. Showmaker TP back in. Bwipo able to dodge away from the abscond, abduct the Stride Breaker for a little bit of extra movement speed, but you can't dodge the second. Showmaker 4-0 on Silas. Cease and desist not available for Lucid. Vault Breakers into the pit. King and looking for that blast cone as well. TP in as well. FlyQuest want to take the fight. Lucid flashing out. Tempered Fate going out onto the back line, but look at the damage that Masu can already put out. Mom's in the middle of the pit. The dive in with a cease and desist, but Masu is untouched. This is huge for FlyQuest. Showmaker and Aiming trying to do everything they can to fight from a losing position. But D plus Kia player I've ever seen in my life.
Correct. To set up some vision. King and...
Do we also need to ask King and why? Trying to seal the fate of Quad. Inspired here. The scatter of the weak knocking him back out of the bandage toss, but the chase continues. He flashes into the curse of the Sad Mummy. He's not out. Vetti a volley. The arrow pierces his back. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Bwipo might just solo kill Showmaker. He gets him. What the? Weep. Here's the sound of the police as D plus Kia are looking to arrest Bwipo for that play. The Avengers on their way. FlyQuest trying to find solace in a fight after Bwipo falls. He'll go down first. Now the collapse begins from FlyQuest. Quad coming in from the side as well, has that unleashed power. Aiming locked up with a stun. They knock him back. The arrow goes in as well, and Aiming is done for. Moam and Lucid trying to escape with a bandage shots. Finds Moam.
Side of the map.
Oh, the smite! Oh no, Masu, you are on a ward. He's going to try and escape, but Showmaker still has an arrow in his quiver, and he's looking for Quad. He finds him. Masu able to dodge away from the abscondac dot, but he can't dodge away from...
As now the objective is started. Bwipo doesn't have the flash available. Moham, the blast cone.
Kingen jumps in onto Bwipo. Inspired diving in as well, but D plus Kia were just looking for the fight. Inspired falls low. The chase continues as Busio falls lower. Kingen will take him out even with a Zenith Blade going back in. D plus Kia will turn the right.
A nice arrow onto Quad, and with those 2 kills, they convert it into a fight. Smart
Flash, no ghosts and no hope you have to feel. Kingen goes into the soul and bound, hits the Q3. And the Mortal Steel shows that Bwipo is just that. Inspired. Moem's like just around, but you can see Aiming's around the corner. Lucid's on his way as well. Masu came in with a Hex Gate. The red resets. Busio trying to get onto Showmaker. Inspired, the next target for D plus Kia. Here's Mom, and she's not happy with Inspired. FlyQuest lose 2. The Baron's still on the backs of DK for the next.
But now the siege is ready. TP comes in. Mid wave is being pushed in. Top wave as well. They only have 4 members alive. Bwipo makes his way back onto the map.
Cease and desist forward. Showmaker's like, good. You're good, Lucid. Sayonara 07.
I mean, quietly on the back lines, Aiming continues to pick up Golden Farm. Bwipo now caught out.
Yeah, less quietly on the front lines. Bwipo's going in once again. Looks for the apprehend. Kingen has the flank on him. He'll dash back, knock back with a scatter of the weak. Unleash power! A storm surging up, and now the bandage shots in. A one-man ornament onto Lucid, but Showmaker's diving the backline. Masu has no flash, no cleanse, but he manages to escape. Lucid falling low, Inspired and Busio still pretty tanky here with the Magna Storm coming in. Aiming's on the chase, he'll make it 2. One goes over to Lucid. The wave pushing in the top lane. Solar Flare wide by Showmaker, but not by Busio. As Showmaker falls low, Inspired though on the front line is immediately burst out. And now D plus Kia. The Baron begun by D plus Kia. Kingen looking for the flank on Masu, who puts the arrow down and wasn't expecting it. He flashes away. Inspired! That's a special delivery. Inspired going for more. The QSS out, but the Baron's being done. FlyQuest, while all of this happens, who cares? If you kill Kingen, you can't even take him out that quickly. The Baron will be secured by D plus Kia. FlyQuest got whatever little Mia. Nexus towers are under siege. The Zenith Blade wide. Inspired flashes. Looks for the curse of the Sad Mummy. Lucid falls with the Magna Storm on the back line is devastating. FlyQuest slain where they stand. And D plus Kia will take the game away. FlyQuest fought back valiantly, but in the end there was only one victor today. D plus Kia go to 2-0.
Yeah, in general, just a bit unfortunate, but gotta focus on the next game and learn what we can from this game.
I do want to show that Drake fight though, because I feel like there's
Side lane pressure. Let's see who wins the game first. Like, let's see where the game ends. And I think so far, winning through the side lane against Smolder has been quite difficult. It is actually Kaisa AD carry, so I was wrong.
Surprised the world with their upset victory over to dive Kiaya before the wave hits. You can see they're doing their best to wait for his arrival.
I'd actually like Oscar to build up some rage bar on that Gromp. He's going to come in with no rage at all. Levi is here. No one tanking the tower as of yet. Noah takes it, but Oscar just caught underneath. He flashes.
What he can to farm.
Oh,
Back,
okay.
Ignite.
Less effectively now if Kiaya dies. He jumps away with the restrike. Jun has to flash away as well. That Ignite is ticking, but won't take him down.
To Ruby Crystal. Quite the advantage indeed.
Oscar's so screwed, right? The lane swap is really put him behind, and Gamma playing incredibly well around one of their strongest members, Kiaya. You can see Levi here as well. Lock up Oscar in, and where you gonna go, little nut? The answer's back to the fountain.
He is now down nearly 30 CS. As Humanoid now the one in danger.
Manages to get away. Easy Love going in with the killer instinct. Humanoid flashes. Easy Love does the same. He'll tank 3 tower shots and fall. Razork really hasn't had as much impact as he'd like. You can see Levi about 24 CS up. That's 6 camps so far for the Zyra. He's looking for more. Razork going in, doesn't land onto Levi. There's the Mega Inferno Bomb. Elio the first target. Jun gets the kill.
He now finds himself 1.4k gold down. But it's a similar situation for Oscar, who's almost going to get solo killed.
He is going to get solo kill. While the rest of the team was stepping in. We'll see if that comes to the fore once again in this game as Jun looks to trade onto Elio. TP behind here by Gam as they look to collapse. All 5 of them on the top side of the map right now. Noah looking for that satchel. Flashes instead. The satchel not too well placed. Oscar's already down. Stranglethorn's coming out as well, and Jun is left alone underneath this tower. Mega Inferno Bomb will hit 5. LEC beats VCS. That's kind of what usually happens. However, when I see Kiaya at 3-0, and I see Jun getting caught out, and the Tangle Barbs coming down, and the Stranglethorn's there to follow up, and I see Easy Love flashing forward, and I see Jun almost falling, and Mom coming in and getting the kill, I can't...
And in his face, Kiaya is just going to take the tower. Razork has to be here to cover.
It's been exemplary from Gam as well. Oscar winning, going in, the TP behind as well. Fnatic want this fight. Razzle coming in, has the Cataclysm, going to Kiaya, jumps onto the backline away, as well as immediately flashes away. And the Inferno Bomb's going to catch two. Kiaya falls, the shot down to Razzle. Levi next up, and another caught as Elio falls. Here we go once again, the flanking TP. Levi has the flash, he's locked up though. Humanoid looking for the backline. He gets onto Levi already. We see Razzle falling, but Humanoid's got one. Easy Love dashing away with a Killer Instinct as well. Oscar winning, going back in with the Gnar. Noah trying to put the damage down across the wall. But here comes Kiaya, and he's hungry for blood. There's two immediately, and Noah and Oscar winning walk away with their tails between their legs. Easy getting most of the neutral objectives as Levi's jumped on here. He has the Seekers though. Mega Inferno Bomb goes down, Levi able to negate it, flashes away. Quite helpful. Not quite enough damage, it seems. Kiaya jumping in here, looking for that counter-strike. We'll get it onto Humanoid. Grandmaster's Might coming out as well. And Humanoid's had enough of that fight. He'll dash away. Kiaya still chasing forward, though. Humanoid healing up a little bit. Razzle flashing in. Kiaya sidestepping. The TP's coming in from Gam as well, as they want this Barney. They want this battle. Another counter-strike onto Razzle. Mom comes down. Razzle dives in with the Cataclysm. Kiaya ticking to the Ignite. Might fall on the backline. Razzle's already dead. Kiaya survives. Chung being chased out by Elio, who flashes in, lands the Shadowing Strike, the Magnet Storm. Noah and Jun have to flash the wall down. Ultimates available on either side. I think Easy Love's Killer Instinct 9 seconds away from coming up. Jun caught out, Solar Flare misses, Counter-Strike going out, they dive in and immediately they lock down Emo. Kiaya next up. The Gnar back doesn't quite land the stun because the Cataclysm fell just before it. Levi trying to do everything he can in the middle of the fight, but he just can't do enough. Fnatic find 3, but can't quite find the angle. Maybe now. Elio's gonna go in, double Magnet Storm, Noah flashes away, Easy Love diving in with a Killer Instinct, but Jun immediately reacts to it. Easy Love flashes into the bush, Oscar with a good Gnar onto the wall, the Mega Inferno Bomb there to follow up, and Gam looked for the fight, but it's too little too late. Kiaya counter-striking his way forward, but Razzle's gonna lock him up, the Zenith Blade comes back, and Kiaya will fall. Fnatic. Now they'll have the Baron around them for the next 3 minutes. Razzle delaying it so that Oscar Inen can share the buff with the rest. Gam want out of this play. Jun trying to keep Kiaya and Levi at bay. The TP coming in as well. There's the Solar Flare Mega Inferno Bomb. Holy hell, look at that damage on Levi. Immediately they dive in. Oscar jumping across the wall. Levi's dead. Humanoid surviving for a second, but not for much longer. Razzle's caught out as well. It's a good fight so far for Gam, 2 for 2. The exchange, Oscar trying to chase Elio down towards the bottom side. And I don't think this rel is long for the Rift. In the end, it will be a 3 for 2 in
the Kaiser W.
The Void Seeker. Jun trying to do the same. Emo's here. Void Seeker blocked by Oscar Inen. 1000 on the Elder. Mega Inferno Bomb going onto it. And Noah will secure it. Oscar Inen diving forward, but dying for it. Jun just look for something. Emo obviously has Mom and has a bunch of stacks at his back. 290 on him. Levi almost caught out. Mega Inferno Bomb stopped by the stopwatch. Levi able to survive under the tower. Fnatic disengaged, but the Elder from Noah. That was just tick damage onto Elio. Oscar going in with the Wallop. Stuns up Kiaya, but now he's on the wrong side of the wall. Does still have the flash. Satchel in by Noah. Gam disengaging. Levi dead! I mean, a bouncing bomb, and Noah, he's looking for more, looks for the explosive minefield, but now has no flash pops. Azonia's Kiaya looking for that counter-strike. Noah satchels away, the Killer Instinct in by Easy Love, and now Noah's down, but Humanoid can have the time of his life on the back line. You don't need the Elder when you're Yone. Fnatic in the end will lose 1-4 and look to take down these Nexus towers. Elio back alive, goes in with the Magnet Storm, but Easy Love's not here to help him out. Stunned up underneath the Nexus towers, still minions here as well for Fnatic. Chun takes the kill with the Elder, the super, stopping that backdoor bonus from being removed. The Nexus will fall, and Fnatic, in a messy affair, will find the win. Gam tried as they might, but Fnatic, faithful, are rewarded. 1-1 now for the European #2 seed.
Whew. A crazy game with Gam really coming out the game now from MDK. Naturally, I would expect a Leona here, but I don't know.
I mean, Alistair's also okay into the rel.
Yeah, also fine.
And Alvaro, a very good Alistair player, having a great world so far. Is Alvaro in the bottom lane?
So I think
yeah, be the life of every party with your...
The Grubs have respawned. PSG are going to start this one off once again. But MDK is prepared to fight for it.
Oh, Alvaro caught out. Gonna pop the unbreakable will though. Azure knocked into the back line. He's currently overheated. The Magnet Storm coming out from Woody as well. And there's the equalizer. The hero's entrance from Merwin was immediately cancelled. He was pulled back. And PSG get their first on the board. They're looking for more. It's Frescowi's locked up, stunned up with the Shadowing Strike. Knocked back with the crash down as well. He flashes the wall. Maple doesn't get over. He flashes forward and he'll get it in the end. Alvaro tries to punt them away, but can't keep them away from his mid laner. Ayoya on the collapse. Azure doesn't have a flash, has an equalizer, but here is the Vault Breaker, lands the initial CC. Ayoya looking for the cease and desist as well, and Azure is locked up. MDK find a kill in a side lane. She take it instead of finding things on the rest of the map. Frescowi here having to get away from Maple. Already used that Fate Seal, dumping forward with Soul Unbound as well. Super caught wanting as Alvaro has to flash the wall. Vault Breaker away by Ayoya. Frescowi died as well at the top side. Maple is that looming threat in the side lane. Who's going to go deal with him? At the moment, no one from MDK wants to be the one to have to do it. Maple now TPing in is going to make this MDK's problem. Alvaro with a punt back, equalizer on the back line. Here is entrance going in, but that's not going to find anyone with a knock-up. Ayoya trying to take down Azure, but with a twisted advance following, he is sent to a watery grave. Maple looking for more. Could seal the fate of MDK here. He catches Merwin in the middle of the Justice Punch. Merwin has to flash the wall. He'll escape for now. Woody looking for a little bit more, but Super and Frescowi as MDK need to either slow the game down enough that they can scale up or not step out of position like that. Frescowi's rooted up, locked up. Killer Instinct is exactly that as Frescowi falls. PSG now coming in.
Again, another TP.
Nature's Grasp being used. That's not going to hit anyone. MDK would disengage for now. The TP in, as you say, from Azure. Counter TP, but that's in the middle of the fight. The equalizer miles wide. The Magnet Storm under the back line. This could be the opportunity MDK are looking for. Here comes the hero. It's Merwin. He lands the taunt on Betty on the back line as well, who's opening up onto Frescowi. Betty's going to tank the Baron, flashes across the wall. Azure burning Ayoya though, and Maple just wide. Super and Merwin trying to survive, but at PSG, even though the fight was not looking good for them, managed to clean it up in the end. Maple's on his way to his third. Pretty sharpish. Ginsu's complete. Nash's on its way for Betty. Nature's Grass coming out. Merwin will tank it. Ayoya and Super leave him for dust. The equalizer on the back line as well. Mom comes out, and in the mid lane, Frescowi is able to get one, but down towards the bottom side. Double TP coming out here. Merwin's looking for something. The Baron already down to 5,000 HP. Ayoya can try and get in the pit. The Shadowing Strike's going to stop him though, and the Baron already secured by PSG. Azure looking for that flank as well. Has the equalizer. Dive in with a Killer Instinct. Betty immediately dived on. The equalizer on the back line. Chung super out. Betty dodging away here as MDK have all dived in, but I'm not sure they have the target selection they were looking for. Ayoya down. Azure 2. Frescowi flashing away. Super caught. Maple sends him packing. The static shift proc as well to kill Alvaro. And it's only Frescowi and Merwin left alive. Ginger just going to chase Frescowi out. Betty behind him with the TP. Frescowi didn't realize the unseen Kaiser's the deadliest. Another Void Seeker finds its mark, and the twisted advance will advance PSG
to kind of fly in a sense. Another collapse is coming in from PSG.
Woody looking to send MDK to infinity and beyond. There's a snake in his boot right now, and he's looking for the catch. Jump across the wall, Magnet Storm, it's 3, the equalizer 2! Send them packing, PSG, they collapse in the jungle. Woody with a monster flank and MDK.
But there's only Alvaro left standing, and I don't think he's going to be enough to stop the siege from PSG.
I'm not sure a single cow can stand in front of so much might. PSG controlled the game from early to the end, and they will even out their score at 1-1.
1-0-16 for Junja, 1-1-16 for Woody. The jungle support combo really doing work to set up their team for success. Incredibly clean.